Hi, I'm David Mohammed, a passionate design leader and UX content strategist with mobile and web experience. I practice empathetic, human-centered design thinking principles. And for the last 15 years, I've been working in the design agency and digital agency space as part of this whole user experience revolution. In my work with numerous global clients, I've uncovered what works and what doesn't. I consider myself to be a product-driven thinker and doer with, as I mentioned, UX content strategy and brand content strategy experience. I'm a multidisciplinary user experience, digital strategy, and brand storytelling professional that has focused over the last 5 to 7 years in particular on design operations, design strategy, and UX architecture, and systems thinking. Empathetic believer in design thinking, and of course the human-centered experiences that are the product of good design thinking principles. I'm a proud member of the Interaction Design Foundation with certifications in UX architecture and strategy and UX writing and content strategy. So a couple of main pillars that I believe in that drives that drives the strategic purpose of human-centered design is to meet two goals: the business goals of the organization actually responsible for the experience, and the goals of the people that are using the experience. Good human-centered design can drive real business value for organizations, while friction-filled experiences very often lead to UX debt. Design thinking culture begins obviously with the product design group, but is evangelized throughout the whole organization if done properly. Without federated design processes, frameworks, and methodologies in place that have been ratified at the highest levels possible, it's going to be difficult to launch and scale internal design capabilities that are sustainable. And of course, a strategic UXD playbook that is coupled with a repeatable talent acquisition and onboarding model will also help to sustain that design thinking culture. Throughout my career, as I mentioned, I had a chance to work on a lot of top global brands, but one use case kind of comes to mind as being illustrative of my end-to-end process, and that's working on the Facebook Groups app, where I performed UX content strategy, developed micro copy, interaction flows, empathy mapping, and then of course created the voice chart for that touch point. I worked with information architects, UX researchers, product managers, product designers, and software engineers as part of the cross-disciplinary team for this project. Our goal was to create consistent terminology, a good tone of voice that was hyper-relevant and drove credibility with the target audiences, and also create an information architecture that would also drive app engagement. We were challenged with a fragmented experience virtuous cycle. The brand was too focused on conversion KPIs, and not enough focus was given to onboarding, engaging, and supporting users. And so the outcomes for this project, where I performed UX content strategy, microcopy, developed interaction flows, voice chart, and did empathy mapping, was the experience became much more conversational, much more concise, and was more purposeful, which led to a rise in engagement metrics by 23% year over year. And so that's a pretty solid jump year over year. I also was blessed to stand up a design team and build out a suite of capabilities. And so it's always a great experience when you can be a part of building internal capacity. In that role, I led agency-wide user experience, the vision for that team, and also helped to create design for mobile, web, and desktop applications, including working directly with senior executives at our agency that would shape the digital product strategy and roadmap for next generation cross-platform digital experiences. Obviously, I was engaged in evangelizing design thinking, including developing the vision, playbooks, and curriculums to teach design thinking to several hundred colleagues in the broader digital organization. Handily built out our user experience design team, cultivated the design culture, set an inspirational tone, and attracted and developed talent. That's one of the things I really enjoyed was coaching and mentoring some of our design resources and helping to promote this culture of innovation, iteration, and the permission to take risks when you need to innovate. I've also collaborated with business and technology leaders to define modern cross-functional collaborative product design and development processes. Some of that federated framework stuff I was talking about a little bit earlier. Then of course, my stock and trade is developing mobile content, microcopy, interaction flows, responsive content, product marketing, and product education within an agile design environment. And then of course, helping to create the vision for our agency's multi-platform design system that ensures a coherent cross-channel experience for users and accelerates the development process. So that's what I've been doing over the past few years. And I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.